Let's go, Libra. I got orbs flying by left and right. So I just decided to hit play. Let's go. Listen, I was so drained, I didn't even know if I was going to be able to do this video, but I got some energy. This is a special message, okay? I'm going to hold off on something I want to say to see if it comes out in the cards, okay? But we're going to clarify 3 things that came out of my channeled message deck. Remote viewing. I feel like this goes with the message that I picked up on in the live stream that I did this morning, where we got messages being exchanged through parallel dimensions. So there's like a window, there's a portal open, and we have gained the technology to communicate messages with those in parallel universes or other dimensions. Believe it or not, that's what I got in the live stream this morning. Now, the other card we have, we're going to find out more about these people. I heard these 2. One's a female, one's a dude. He is loco, she is cray. You are better than that. They are very childish, petty, low vibe. They blame others for their own shortcomings. Okay. I've never been channeled shortcomings till just now, so that was specific. Next up, we're going to focus on you. You're protected, you're winning, you're getting to the bag, you're in good health and a stable home, or this is what you are working towards, and so you shall have, Libra. But let's get into it. We're going to work clockwise, okay? So we're going to start at 12 o'clock, and then we're going to move to 3 and 9. Something about 12 p.m. or midnight, 3 p.m., 3 a.m., 9 a.m., 9 p.m. Significant. Let's go. We're starting at 12. Starting at 1200, which would be noon. So it's noon specifically. That's significant here. Okay. Using my door deck. Alchemical Egyptian Oracle. One more shuffle. Clarify remote viewing. Cloak. True psychic. All the clairs. Supreme. Ooh. Supreme also came out this morning. I forget how, though, what exactly it was. If you were joining in the live stream and you remember me saying Supreme something, comment it in the comments, please. Supreme Being? I don't know. No, I don't think that was it. What about remote viewing and passing messages through parallel universes, other dimensions. Top card. Wow. We have never received this card before. Ever. I've never even seen this card. Look at the giant emerald. It's Tehuti. Look at that freaking emerald. Woo! Tehuti? No wonder some of you need to cloak. Look at the moon. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, I'm getting chills. Confirmation on needing to cloak. Apep. Man, somebody has 4 heads. Ew. What is that in the middle? Looks like new. Mm. Mm. Okay, sorry. Let's read. Wow, Tehuti and that giant emerald. Maybe it's referring to the emerald tablets. Tehuti, meaning from Tehu, the oldest name for the ibis bird. Ooh, I was watching a show earlier. And a great blue heron appeared. There it is. One of the most powerful gods worshipped throughout Egypt was Tehuti, or Thoth, master of divine words and sacred writings. He was said to have emerged from the watery abyss of Nu, along with Ma'at, his female counterpart, and Ra. He is a cosmic principle that mediates between the worlds. Whoo, I just got chills. And being the heart and tongue of Ra. He was the medium through which the will of Ra was expressed. In the ancient myths, it is Tehuti who speaks the words of power to carry out Ra's wishes. It is Tehuti who gives Aset the magical words that revive the dead Asar, so she might conceive Heru, and that revive Heru after he is fatally stung by a scorpion. I'm talking to sacred reincarnated beings. Your powers are increasing. You could have attempted something recently and you were successful. And you can call it magic, healing. Indeed, there was something magical about it. There is magic in using the power of your words. Whoa, 11:11 on the timer. Your words hold power. Powers that manifest in the physical. I mean, yes, abracadabra. I create as I speak, but some of you are going beyond manifestation, creating abundance. Some of you can actually heal. Some of you can actually bring back. Woo! Where Ma'at is a cosmic principle. So mad I'm sharing this information with you. Where Ma'at is a cosmic principle and detached from human affairs, Tehuti is intimately connected with the life and death of every individual. He teaches the knowledge of magic, indispensable for the soul's safe passage through the duat. He also arbitrates between Heru and Seth in their struggle for supreme. Understanding the necessity for both principles and keeping these forces in the exact equilibrium of Ma'at. He is the mediator par excellence between humans and the netters, in the same way the moon is the mediator between Earth and the cosmos. I gotta make sure I'm pronouncing that right. Okay, I am. Okay. He is the mediator par excellence between humans and the netters, in the same way the moon is the mediator between the earth and the cosmos, reflecting the light and energy of the sun onto earth and maintaining a perfect balance in the ebb and flow of all water and fluids. He was widely invoked so that he might give the words of power to the souls of the deceased so they could safely pass through Amenta. You guys hear the train? banishing demons while armed with the names of the monsters and the formula that transformed the demons into allies. The Book of the Dead was said to have been written by Tehuti. I know you guys heard that dog. Anubis is here. The patron of writing, and his other writings were kept in the inner temple sanctuaries, written on papyrus scrolls, only accessible to the highest initiates and royalty. These books contained the myths and occult rituals of an ancient magic, with writings on astronomy, geometry, human and divine law. Through the Greeks associating Tehuti with their god Hermes, these books became known as the Hermetic books, and gradually the sacred science of Thoth filtered down through the ages, distorted by time, to become the Hermetic sciences. As the Lord of all knowledge and understanding, Tehuti was the inventor and God of all the arts and sciences. His knowledge and powers of calculation measured out the heavens and planned the earth and everything which is in them. His will and power kept the forces in heaven and in earth in equilibrium. It was his great skill in celestial mathematics which made proper use of the laws, Ma'at, upon which the foundation and maintenance rested. It was he who directed the motions of the heavenly bodies and their times and seasons. And without his words, the gods, whose existence depended upon them, could not have kept their place among the followers of Ra. While the primordial power of creation originates the principle, it needs to be spoken in order to manifest form. That's why my speech has been attacked twice in this reading. It's literally your words. It's spoken word. Some people have power in writing things down, okay? While others, like who I'm reading for, your power is in your words. You could do both. You could manifest both ways. But it's specifically your words, your abracadabra, your magic. In this way, sacred teachings, sacred knowledge, as the power of creating through speech and writing. I did not know I was going to say that next, I promise. Tehuti was the principle beneath all knowledge, all science. He is said to have existed as a human way back in the earliest Egyptian days, a being of another order, along with Aset and Asar, brought knowledge from other worlds to the human race. Oh my gosh. We are literally clarifying the remote viewing card, Supreme. And I said, I feel that this has to do with the messages being conveyed between dimensions. I wanted to clarify that. Well, we got our clarification. My special Librans who are listening and taking in this info, this divine message given to us tonight. whenever you find this reading, but I'm recording it at night. Brought knowledge from other worlds to the human race. As a living netter, he established a common language, invented the alphabet, and established the worship of the gods in the temples built by Asar. He gave humans the first principles of astronomy, music, and medicine, and was the author of all books concerning human and divine knowledge. The sacred science of Tehuti was above all the occult science of transmutation of the elements, of which the hermetic art of alchemy was only an echo in medieval days. The emerald he sits in front of represents the hermetic tablet on which the knowledge of Tehuti was written. The emerald has a peculiar affinity with the mind and acts as a link through which knowledge from higher levels of consciousness can be filtered into the human mind. Wow. My favorite gemstones, top 3. Of course, sapphire, because sapphire is September's birthstone. That's my birthstone. Okay, 4. My daughter, who is October, opal. Ruby and emerald. Sapphire, opal, ruby and emeralds. Oh my gosh, like before those 4 come before. This is so funny. I mentioned diamonds. These are not diamonds, but it's a similar look. Huh. Anyway, there's special powers in emeralds. It says the emerald has a peculiar affinity with the mind, acts as a link. So if you can afford to, get yourself an emerald. He wears a crown representing the 3 kingdoms. The divine knowledge is said to be divided into 4 parts. But man or woman, while living, can only have 3 of these parts. And Tehuti is the one who gives that knowledge. To obtain the 4th part, the human must first transcend the limitations of the world of form and indeed become the God. What was that? Was that just me, or did y'all see something like, and it wasn't an orb, it was like something dark? That's weird. Okay, maybe it was just me. Or maybe it was the book. I don't know. This is a really long description. The ibis bird whose head Tehuti wears and from which his name is derived symbolizes the heart, the center of the mind and intelligence of Tehuti. The divine meaning is success in writing, literature, and science, occult knowledge, mediation, Mediation, not meditation. Mediation, meaning you are the mediator. You are the medium. Man, I wish I had an emerald. I wish I had a genuine emerald. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I'm just blown away, guys. Seriously. It's amazing. Okay, let's shuffle. We're moving clockwise, so let's go to 3. He is loco, she is cray. Advice for Libra dealing with he is loco and she is cray. These karmic individuals. Advice for Libra. Pop out. Thank you. Oh, no way, Sway. No way, Sway. You heard it pop out. You heard it pop out. Man, you better call on Banu. Libra, you better call on Banu. Oh my gosh, I spoke up this bird. I just heard bird gang. Libra. What? It's Banu. Chem T is at the bottom. Lord. All these dark cards at the bottom. Darkness. But we keep getting these freaking amazing cards popping out for us. All right, let me read just a little bit about Banu. Come through, Banu. I got so hyped when I saw Banu. To shine, to rise. I am Banu, the soul of Ra, the wonderful Banu, with its brilliant red and golden plumage, or plumage, I'm not sure how to, plumage, was the sacred bird of Heliopolis, identified as a heron. Ah! Libra, I'm sorry if I get on your all's nerves. This just, it blows my mind. I love this. I love this for us. I don't love that we have to deal with the, the cray-crays, but look at the spiritual freaking support we have. I mean, we're going to have to deal with a few crazy people every now and again with the type of power we hold. Supreme. Anyway, Banu played a major role in Egyptian mythology, dwelling on the Benben stone within its sanctuary and revered alongside Ra and Asar, for it was in the city of the sun where the work of creation began. As the soul of Ra, the sun rose in the form of the Banu to shine out across the world renewed each morning. But the Banu was also a manifestation of Asar and was said to spring from his heart as a living symbol of the god. In the Book of the Dead, there are formula to transform the deceased into the great Banu. No wonder. No wonder. When we travel to the coast of Georgia and I get to see these beautiful birds in person, They are truly otherworldly. They have an otherworldly aura. Here, the deceased says, I am the Benu, the soul of Ra, and the guide of the gods in the Dua. In another verse, he says, I am pure. My purity is the purity of that great Benu, which is in the city of Sutton Henin. You continue to rise from that which they thought was going to end you. Just to, I have to watch what I say. These cray-crays, these karmics, they really thought they were gonna stop you, Libra. They really thought they could end you somehow. I just heard pity the fool, but there will be no pity for their foolishness. Your pure heart, your good heart, Libra, is how you rose out of this situation that was supposed to take you down, supposed to take you under. Your heart. Your soul. Renewal of life and energy, a rebirth, shedding the old, the heavy, the outworn. That's 4 times. The outworn, feeling as free as a bird. You escaped. Woo! You escaped capture as well. They truly thought they could use you as some type of sacrifice. Capture your soul, siphon your essence. Pfft. The planet Venus was called the star of the ship of the Banu Asar, mentioned as the morning star in this invocation to the sacred sunbird. I am the Benu, the soul of Ra, and the guide of the gods in the Tuat. Let it be so done unto me that I may enter in like a hawk, and that I may come forth like Benu, the morning star. Sickos. I just heard you are the first thing on their mind when they wake up in the morning. Also, when you're commuting, or I'm hearing first stepping out of your house, especially if you're up early, even when it's dark, before the sun has rose. Only for a few of you, I feel like this karmic stalks you. Stalks your home, your work, when you're in the car. But you're as free as a bird. You have powerful protectors. But it's just confirmation that they really tried to capture you. I heard cage your soul. Okay. Last but not least, focus on you, Libra. protected, winning the bag, good health, stable home. Can I have one advice card for Libra to clarify that channeled message, this last channeled message? What a reading. Please give me a big thumbs up so I can break through this algorithm and reach more Librans, more soul family and friends here on YouTube. Please comment a green heart for Tehuti. A green heart for the emerald. Or a feather. Or a feather emoji. Please comment a feather emoji for Banu in the comment section below. It helps. Thank you. A green heart or a feather emoji, or both. Let's see what else wants to come out. That's 2. I can't take 2. Ptah and Kiku. I can't take 2, just 1. He said, why can't you take 2? Just 1. Please. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Oh, Anpu is Anubis. This is so wild. I talked up the heron bird and I talked up Anubis, and they both came out for us, Libra. This is freaking mystical, magical-ish. Oh, I couldn't make up any of this. I wouldn't even want to make up any of this. It's that magical. It's that divine. Like, what would I look like? Oh my gosh. Woo! I'm just so excited right now. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's read. The Duat family. Anubis. Anpu, come through. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Opener of the ways to wrap around. The jackal-headed god, Anpu, is a powerful Duat netter. His worship goes back to very ancient times, and he was revered through Egypt as a friend and helper of the deceased. His symbolic animal, the jackal or desert dog, lived in the mountains and deserts where the burial grounds were situated and was always associated with the tombs of the deceased. Anpu was the child of Asar, a god with whom he was closely associated. He was conceived through Asar's liaison with the goddess Nephet. Abandoned by her. I'm getting emotional. What? I'm getting emotional. I didn't know that. Abandoned by her, he was brought up by Aset and was always seen to be her faithful companion. OMG. If you have ever in your life thought about fostering or adopting children or dogs, okay? Both very different, both. One has definite more responsibilities than the other, but I'm not trying to be funny. That's literally what I'm getting, okay? Some of you are meant to rescue animals, dogs specifically. This is pretty wild, especially if the person I gave a reading to today is watching. Shout out to you. You know who you are, especially with this card. Wow, confirmation. But also, if you have ever felt like you we're here to adopt or foster a child. For some, this could specifically be a son. Not to deter you from fostering or adopting daughters, but this is just the story I'm getting. He is always shown in the judgment scene, checking the balance of the scales and guarding the door at the end of the hall of the Mati goddesses. He guards his goddesses. Her daughters of the divine. As one of the main Neteru in the Book of the Dead, he accompanies the deceased through the Duat on their way to Asar. And it is Anpu who receives the body into the tomb. He is another keeper of the threshold. Ooh, my left ear just switched energies, quickly rang and then stopped. In this card, Anpu holds the Ankh as his function, perseverer of life. And the scepter of magical power. 2 jackals lie before him. Anpu was the opener of the roads of the north. Ap-Uat was the opener of the roads of the south. So something about the summer solstice. Anpu was the personification of the summer solstice. Ap-Uat is the winter solstice. We're on our way in the northern hemisphere to spring solstice and then summer, but the light is coming back, you know. The sunsets are getting later. A guide of heaven, leader of souls. A guide of heaven and a leader of souls. That's some of us as well, Libra, because we're clarifying the you card. This is you. Focus on you. This is what's going on with you. You hold magical power in one hand and protection in another. You're connected to the most powerful gods, goddesses, and protector deities to ever exist in this realm. Divine meaning. A spiritual and magical guide into occult mysteries, a friend and trusted advisor. Thank you, Anubis. Thank you, Banu. Thank you, Tehuti. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Libra. Stay balanced. Stay blessed. Until next time. Peace. Whoa.